Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It's Monday, November 16th. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. Nice and calm. It's cool, but warmer than it has been. Just the sun is shining. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. Gonna have some footage from our leg workout coming at you, as well as every meal that I ate for the day. My apologies for not getting any footage from Saturday and Sunday. It was insanely busy, so I'm gonna do a little recap on that in this video here. And a discussion about some of the victories that I had. I was far from perfect, but I did stay within maintenance level calories, so lots to celebrate, lots lessons learned, and we'll get to that. Let's go.
Woke up at 6:30, grabbed myself a cup of coffee with a drop of 2% milk. Then at 9 o'clock, Chief and I went out for a walk. Really enjoy starting my day like this, clear my thoughts, get myself present in the moment, and experiencing an incredible sense of gratitude. Trained a client at 10 a.m. and then right afterwards at 11 did some intervals on the recumbent spin bike. Go nice and easy at a number 6 resistance and really crank it up and go all out at number 12 resistance. I've been really enjoying this. So did this for 20 minutes and it's been going great. I find it's really having a positive impact on my training, my performance with the weights. After that, grab myself 8 egg whites, an extra large egg, spinach, mushrooms, peppers, cooked in half a tablespoon of coconut oil, topped with a bit of ketchup. Got Angie's portion up top there. And then later in the afternoon, 2/3 cup of oats, 3/4 cup of blueberries, and a scoop of protein powder. Day's been going really well up to this point. And then dinner time, had some mixed veggies cooked in a bit of garlic there. We got some chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast, some jasmine rice, and topped it off with a bit of salsa. This was absolutely delicious. 8 o'clock, hit the gym for a killer leg workout. If you watch the video from last week, you'll see we started off with 8 sets of 8 here. Just a pretty short rest period in between sets. Paul wasn't getting very deep last week, and he watched the playback of the video, checked out his form, and I had made the recommendation to go a little bit closer with his feet, go a little bit lighter with the weight, and see how he can work on that depth. And this was a definite improvement from last week. There's still little things that he can work on, but all in all, it was just great. It felt great for him to gain that confidence knowing that he has the depth there. He can squat deeper. It was excellent. It was just kind of a big mental victory for him. And here he is on the hack squat. And this was another one where he wasn't getting down very low. He wasn't even getting to parallel. And here, same weight. It was just that confidence. He got the confidence from the squats to carry over to here. And he was really working it. It was excellent to see him get down ass to grass there with the same amount of weight, and just a huge victory for him there. Let's see, I believe we got in some Romanian deadlifts after that, and now we're moving on to the leg press, a little bit higher reps, and always kind of work myself into that range there. With the leg press, I don't like to go too deep on this movement. I find it really kind of gets more of the upper hip area. And since I've been going with a little bit shorter range of motion and feet a little bit closer together, my quads have been developing a hell of a lot better, and Rick has been experiencing the exact same thing. So just playing around with that movement, and pretty happy with the way things are going. I love higher rep leg presses. It's just an incredible burn. I love the mind-muscle connection there. And here we got Rick with his crazy striated quads. We're doing some 21s here, so 7 out of the bottom, 7 upper, 7 full. And it's just great. It's kind of nice. It almost feels easy in the bottom, but you want to keep that constant tension on the quads. You want to feel the tension right at the bottom, engage those quads, and it makes a big difference. Kind of gets you used to working that full range of motion and engaging the muscle throughout the entire range of motion. The top portion it's tough. It's a struggle, but yeah, definitely crazy striations there. No fat on those thighs. Finished off with 21s on the leg curl. This is another one where it could be very easy at the top portion, but again, before I lower that weight, I engage those hamstrings. I'm squeezing like crazy. When I stop, I'm not allowing momentum to just pull me right back up. I get a little squeeze at that top. So as I'm squeezing down to that halfway, hit the halfway point, and I'm still contracting those hamstrings really, really hard and then letting it go up. Now, this is the toughest part, that bottom half, 7 reps, intense contraction, and then trying to get 7 full ones here. Notice how I pointed my toes towards my shins there. I wasn't doing that earlier in the movement, and it made a big impact. I definitely feel a lot more hamstring involvement when my toes are pointed towards my shins. Kind of takes the calves out of it as well. So killer leg workout there. Oh, nasty. Got home, had myself 1¼ cups of plain Greek yogurt with 1 cup of mixed berries. There's dark cherries in there, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, just a nice little mix. Great way to finish off the day. Love it. Now let's get to the weekend footage.
All right, so now I'll get you caught up on my experience over the weekend. Woke up Saturday morning really, really tired. I was out with the guys till 3 in the morning on Friday night, and I do find that when I experience a lack of sleep, my appetite definitely increases. And the double whammy there is that I usually feel really lazy. My activity really plummets throughout the day. I just want to sit on my butt and watch TV, basically. So it's been working really well for me for the past couple of weekends has been to try to keep some sort of routine, like my weekly routine that works really, really well for me, keep that on the weekend. So I woke up, I was pretty tired, grabbed myself a couple cups of coffee with dropped 2% milk in each cup, and then had a coaching call with 2 of my clients, and their energy was really high, so I really fed off of them. It got my day off, started on the right foot, and after that I had my typical breakfast, so the 8 egg whites, the extra large egg, the spinach, mushrooms, peppers, and just felt like things were going to work out pretty darn good. Was busy, went to watch Shane play hockey, got home, and met Paul at the gym for some abs, calves, forearms, and conditioning. It was a struggle to get through that workout. Again, I wanted to keep that habit. I didn't want to take a day completely off. I just wanted to walk into the gym and get something done. Abs, calves, forearms weren't going to interfere with my recovery from the other workouts, but I didn't quite have the energy that I normally have. I was just kind of going through the motions. That was kind of fine by me. I ended up turning it up with the conditioning, the battle ropes and the skipping. Felt really, really good there, and got home, had the oats and blueberries and scoop of protein powder. And so things I really started off that first half of my day really well. Kept busy around the house, had some stuff to do around here, and then actually I had a training client, so trained one of my clients. So everything kind of really felt like routine. Had dinner, it was a great dinner, breaded pork chops, yellow potato fries, homemade fries there, and some mixed veggies. Everything was excellent. And then in the evening, we were watching some TV, and I snacked on some chips, had a small bowl of the frozen yogurt. All in all, I think my calories were probably roughly maybe 2,200, 2,300. So a very small deficit. My maintenance calories are 2,500. So all in all, consider that day somewhat a victory for everything that's going on. Really busy day, and really I would have liked to stick to 2,000 calories, but I didn't feel guilty about it because I did kind of feel hungry. Still felt like, even though I had that refeed the Friday night, I still felt like I needed a little bit more food to get me through this next week. But again, it's probably because of the lack of sleep, which increased my appetite. So I probably didn't need that food, but just what was going on, the lack of sleep, really does trigger my appetite. Sunday, woke up, I wasn't all that hungry, so I had the plain Greek yogurt, mixed berries, and ran out the door. We had some sort of special event at our gym I was participating in, and it was a blast. Had a lot of fun. Got home in the mid-afternoon, so about 2 o'clock, so I hadn't had anything. They had some snacks out there, so I had some fruit. Munching on some pineapple. I think I had a cookie too. And so up to 2 o'clock was really good, and then had my 3 extra large eggs and 2 slices of toast. The interesting thing is that's usually what sets me off when I usually start my Saturday with that. And when I eat that, all of a sudden I start rummaging through the cupboards and looking for box cereal that Angie just came home with from the grocery store. And ironically, that's exactly what happened. After I ate the eggs, I don't think there's anything about the eggs and the toast that triggers me to want boxed cereal. It's just habit. It's got to be a habit from years and years kind of building up there. So
ended up, after having those eggs, going for some Frosted Flakes. And I had a bowl and was about to have another one and was thinking, you know what? I'm not hungry. Why am I going for this second bowl? I was kind of getting into that, well, fuck it, screw it mentality and just letting loose and going all out. So this is exactly what happened to me last week when I said those bad habits, bad eating habits were starting to resurface. It's not really that they're resurfacing. They're there. I just need to pay attention to them and not give in to those urges, those old habits of eating a bowl of cereal and then just going completely nuts and having more when I'm not even hungry. So that's a huge victory for me once again, is to recognize that, you know what, I'm not hungry. Why do I keep going for more food? Especially when you get to that point, as I mentioned last weekend, that the food doesn't even taste all that good at that point. You're just you're eating for whatever reason. It's a mindless eating thing. It's habit. I don't know what we're trying to fulfill. Sometimes maybe it's an emotional thing. Maybe it's a boredom thing. Stress. I don't know. There's different little things that could be triggering us to eat more beyond the point of what we want. For me, a lot of times it was just because the weekends were my refeeds and it'd just be a free-for-all for me. So I think that kind of built up bad habits in the past. I have followed nutrition plans in the past where there was a cheat day, and you were instructed to go all out on that cheat day. Supposed to like do stuff to your leptin and all that other stuff. So it's just kind of silly nonsense and never worked for me. Just created bad habits. So all in all, at the end of the day there, again, I snacked a little bit more, nothing too big, but it still ended up just barely below my maintenance level calories, probably again about 2,300 calories. So Saturday and Sunday should have created a 1,000 calorie deficit. I may have created a 400 calorie deficit. Not terrible, not as good as I wanted. Again, the mini mental victories of recognizing, hey, I'm starting to overindulge a little bit, catching myself and not allowing it to get further and really set me back. And at this point, I indulged on the box cereal, stuff that I didn't want to have that day, but it didn't allow me to really get into bad habits afterwards. So mental victory there. Really excited that I pulled through. If I would have kept eating more box cereal, I probably would have felt a little bit guilty from all that. But here I walked away from it feeling victorious. So all in all, really happy. That's my experience. We're all caught up on our videos. We'll catch you tomorrow for some shoulders, probably some abs and calves, and let you know what else I've got going on. Hope you enjoy following this journey. Thanks for sharing this journey with me. I appreciate it.